The race for Clark County Sheriff is heating up. The filing deadline for Indiana's primary was yesterday, and as of today, there are 5 candidates that you can choose from. So in the race right now is former Jeffersonville Sheriff Kenny Cavanaugh and incumbent Scottie Maples on the Republican side. Maples filed for re-election on January 8th, saying on Facebook, quote, "It has been an honor to lead this department the past 3 years." The candidates running as Democrats are pictured here. That includes Ed Byers, who ran unsuccessfully against Maples in the 2022 general election, Tim Derringer, who also served on the Jeffersonville Police Department for nearly 30 years, and Dwight Engel, a former Clarksville police chief who ran against Byers in the 2022 primary. WHAS 11 Night Team's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Connie Offit met with some of those candidates today.
5 candidates are eyeing the position of the next Clark County Sheriff, 2 of which are former Jeffersonville police chiefs. When thinking about the Clark County Sheriff's Office,
I'm a taxpayer here in Clark County, and I do not like the situation and circumstances. I need to then do what is necessary and appropriate and come forward.
Kenny Cavanaugh says he wants to bring his experience to the table. The former Jeffersonville police chief stepped down from his role in August last year after serving as chief for 10 years. Cavanaugh filed as a Republican for Clark County Sheriff right before the state deadline on Friday.
I do believe, and I believe there's a lot of voters in Clark County within reason that there needs to be a change.
Tim Derringer has been retired from law enforcement for 6 years after years of service.
I was asked to run for sheriff about 1.5 years ago by the Democratic Party.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Derringer served as Jeffersonville police chief from 2008 to 2012.
I want to lead by an example. I want to bring transparency and accountability back to the sheriff department, especially the administration.
You know, I didn't mean to run either term. I have a very, very comfortable retirement and was planning just to kick back and take it easy.
But Ed Byers says his decades in federal law enforcement could benefit the sheriff's office. That's why he's filed for a second time as a Democrat.
After seeing so much discord in the sheriff's department and how it was affecting the people that I grew up with and loved, I just really couldn't sit back and not do anything.
Current Sheriff Republican Scottie Maples is running for re-election. He's been with the sheriff's office for 22 years and says he secured pay raises for deputies and correctional officers while also equipping every deputy with a body-worn camera. He provided a statement while he deals with some sickness. These past 3 years as sheriff, I've put everything I have into making our department better for the community and for the dedicated men and women who serve here. I'm running for re-election because this work is personal to me and I'm committed to seeing it through. Trust is at the center of all candidates' motivation for leading the sheriff's office. In Clark County, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
We also reached out to Democratic candidate Dwight Engel, but have not yet heard back. Indiana's primary elections are in May.